Hi, I'm Matthew from Scratch. So this is kind of a part 2 of the introduction video that we posted. Either it was like yesterday or the day before. I actually don't know when this is gonna be posted, but I'm gonna be answering some questions, and so will Ethan and Nick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. The first question is, who inspired me to play? I really believe that my grandpa inspired me to play because of all the stories my mom used to tell me about how he was like such an amazing musician, and he played so much music. But an actual like big musician who inspires me is probably a mixture. Well, it's more of like music that inspired me, and it's like Slayer, Metallica, stuff like that. Like the guitarist of those, like James Hetfield and Kurt Hammock, the guitarist of Slayer. Just amazing guitarists, Mick Mars, all of them. The next question is, how long have I been playing? That's actually a very, very good question, because I don't know. I will say around 5 years. 4 or 5 years. I've been playing electric for about 4 years, but I played guitar in general for about 5 years. The next question is, how many instruments do I own? I own like, let's see, 5 guitars. Yeah, about 5 guitars. I have a keyboard, but that's hidden away, never to be seen again. Ooh, next question is my favorite instrument. That one, right there, by far, best instrument. My first instrument, I need to go grab that. It is this guitar. This one is actually my grandpa's guitar, but it was the first guitar that I learned on. It is a Epiphone Model 0. It was back in the day, in the 30s, when Epiphone was releasing guitar prototypes after they were releasing banjos. So the next question is, why did I choose the guitar? Like, out of all instruments, why did I choose the guitar? Well, first of all, that's all I had. I had my grandpa's guitar. I didn't have the money to buy a different instrument like the bass, a good piano, or something like that. So that's the biggest reason why I play guitar. But I guess the one way to put it is, why did I pursue it? And I just love the feeling of like actually being able to play my favorite songs, my favorite music, stuff like that. And, like, I just love the sound of it. It's a beautiful instrument. The next question is am I self-taught, or did I take guitar lessons? I am 100% self-taught. I learned off of YouTube. 5 great years of just watching YouTube videos to learn how to play. And it's mainly YouTube and dedication. That's it. Alright, the next thing is I'm gonna go more in depth with my equipment, like the pedals that I use, what they do, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So right here I got my pedal board. This big guy is the AXE MX300. It is a multi-effect pedal board thing. It has the reverb, the delay, chorus, distortion. I don't use that. The overdrive and boost. I sometimes use the overdrive, but this is the little switch to change that, and I always stick with the boost. And of course it's got the built-in tuner. Right over here I got my Vox wah, kinda squeaky. This is where I keep all my picks. It's off topic, but here's the distortion I use. It's the Metal Master by Digitech. It was free, but it still has some pretty decent tone. I like this pedal a lot. I'm most likely gonna upgrade to a better distortion. This guy here, we don't use it in any of our songs, but this is the Drop by Digitech. Basically what it does is, well, it drop tunes my guitar. So I can be in E standard and go to D standard, C, blah blah blah. I can also go complete octave lower, or octave and dry, which is an octave low plus my normal sound. This is my Boss looper. It's my loop station. Won't see me using this in many of our songs that I know of. Whenever we do practice, I hook up the microphone to this and then control the output level here. It has a built-in little drum machine, stuff like that. It's pretty neat. I like it. I have this pedal here. You might have seen it in the background. It's an Ibanez phaser. It was I got it for free along with this. I don't use it. I did have it on the pedal board, but I just like my wah so much more. Up here is my amp. It is a Fender. It's a beautiful, beautiful Fender. I still can't say that word, but there you go. It's pretty big. Above it you got my guitar, but it's I got it at a pawn shop not too long ago. It's good for the price that I had. So I hope you enjoyed me answering those questions and a more in-depth look on my equipment. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys listen to Ethan answering all those same questions, and then after Ethan, you're more than welcome to stay tuned and listen to my buddy Nick, our bassist, answer the same questions. Yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the video, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Alright guys, this is Ethan from Scratch the Rhythm Guitars, and I will be answering some questions today. So our first question is, who inspired you to play? So there's actually two people who inspired me to play. It's actually James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett of Metallica, and I just think their play style is just so amazing. Like, both of them are unique in their own way, and they really inspired me a lot to play just like anything. Alright, next question we have, how long have I been playing? I've been playing for actually 8 months. It's a very short amount of time, but yeah, I think I'm alright for 8 months. I've learned a lot and I've progressed a lot. Now, how many instruments do I own? So I actually own 5 instruments. I own 4 guitars and 1 keyboard, which is over here. And one of the guitars is my first one. I have a Walmart acoustic guitar that I bought as a joke. And then also I have my Jackson right here and my Ibanez Talman acoustic guitar right here. So those are my instruments. So the instruments that I like the most is my Jackson right here, So here's my Jackson JS22. It's pretty nice. It's like really nice actually. And yeah, now I'll be showing you my acoustic guitar. Here's my Ibanez Talman acoustic. It's pretty nice. Gives good sound. Gives great sound. Great acoustic. So next question. So the instrument that was first in mind was, I had a Epiphone Les Paul SL, which I got in a player pack, because I went the cheap way because I didn't know if I was gonna stick with guitar or not. So yeah, that's what happened. And why did I choose my instrument? So I chose my Jackson because honestly it was fairly cheap on Guitar Center, and I kind of wanted like a little bit cheap, but I wanted a better guitar than my Epiphone Les Paul SL. So I grabbed this, and I knew I would be able to like change the pickups and all that. So I changed the pickups on it to EMGs, and it's just a great guitar all around. It also looks sick too. Look at that. Ooh, sexy. Right, and my Talman acoustic, I chose this because I really wanted an acoustic guitar to write more acoustic things, because I don't know, you could just like do more stuff on an acoustic guitar that you can't do on an electric guitar in like clean tones, you know. And it gives like great output, and it was actually pretty cheap, but really great guitar. Right, next question. Am I self-taught or did I have lessons? So actually, I'm kind of self-taught. I'm more self-taught than lessons. I self-teach myself by like practicing every day at home, watching YouTube videos and all of that. But how I've taken lessons is there's this class at my school that I learned like a little bit of theory. I guess you can call that lessons, I guess, but I get a lot of practice in like theory and all of that. So now I'm gonna talk about my gear. So here's my pedal that I use. It is the Boss GT1 multi-effects pedal, and what this pedal does, it has some preset patches that you can use for like good tones and all that, like some lead tones, some blues tones, some clean tones, you know. But also you can create your own patches, so you can get your own tone, choose your own preamp, choose your own distortion, own delay, reverb, compressor, chorus, whatever. You create whatever you want on it. It's a very great pedal because you can do so much on it. But in the future, I want to kind of build myself a pedal board so I don't have to rely on this for all of my tones. Now I'll be talking about my amp. So I run the Fender Champion 50XL, and what's so great about this amp is it gives great output, sounds really good. And also there's some voices on it, so like you could choose like between like very like crunchy tones and all that. And there's also the effects, you can change the effects on it. The effects are alright, they're not the best, so that's why I stick to like usually like my Boss. And it's like very loud, and yeah, that's basically it about it. So yeah, that was me answering questions, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Alright, hi. I'm Nick. I'm the bassist for Scrach, and I'm going to be answering some questions right now. I have been playing for about 8 months. My biggest inspirations and why I started playing the bass was people like Eric Wilson and Fleet. They're really great bass players, and they really inspired me to do stuff what they do. I love their bass lines and all their songs. I own one instrument. It's my favorite instrument, and it's my Sterling by Music Man Sub-Series Stingray 4-string bass. It's an amazing bass. It has a great tone. It's great. The next question is, alright, I decided to start playing bass because of people like Flea, especially Flea. And I listened to Sublime, and at the time I didn't know that what bass like sounded like and all that. And I always heard that, and I was like, dude, what is that? And I can't remember who I asked, but they were like, oh, that's bass. I was like, whoa, that's fucking cool. And then Flea, I saw him slapping all the time, and I love Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I was like, well, that's really sick. And I had friends that played guitar, and I was like, well, I guess I should start playing bass, just because I like to be different. Alright, I'm self-taught. I can't afford lessons, and I also don't really want to take them. I'm more self-taught, and I have fun with it. Bass, to get more in depth into it, it's got D'Addario strings. I can't remember which kind. I have a custom fret wrap on it. I don't know what the pickups are. I think they're just the stock pickups, but there's not too much different on my bass. That's just all it is. I have one pedal. It's my HBO1 Hellbabe wah pedal. It's pretty great. I don't use it in any of the songs that we play in the band because it just doesn't really fit in anywhere, but it's a great pedal. It's cheap and it's really good. That's my only pedal. I don't use it that much, but that's about it about my stuff and me. So thank y'all for watching. It's been nice.